Good morning, good morning, good morning. We just found out that John Barilillo, the New South Wales Premier, Deputy Premier, has resigned. I thought, and I'm pretty pissed off about this, because I was predicting it would be ScoMo that would go next once the vaccines were all paid for, and there were a lot, basically they'd done their job by getting people stabbed with a vaccine that probably will kill a lot of the people that get it. So in the long run. But had a report from a Profit Hunter Group member that her friend has a double-vaxxed ex-husband, and that double-vaxxed person actually beat the shit out of her, smashed her up pretty badly. The brain inflammation from the vaccines is getting to people. I can see this in people that I know that have been double vaxxed. The irrational behaviour is happening quite a lot, and so the violence and the car accidents are starting, and stupid car accidents we see, and we'll see more of this as we go on. But John Barilillo, and we know that obviously in the Supreme Court that our friend McCartney, Dr. McCartney, was not actually a COVID patient doctor. She does something else. How is this? This is insane. Hasn't treated a COVID patient, yet she's the advisor. She got $65 million worth of grants, we found out in the Supreme Court. So if you want to watch the evidence that's going on in the Supreme Court of New South Wales, I'm going to put up the list. Now we're finding out a lot, but I think that we'll find that Barilillo, he is corrupt. Obviously, he's a friend of mine was staying in his Airbnb, incredibly luxurious Airbnb just outside of Canberra he owns. So the corruption, maybe Gladys and maybe Barilillo have received enough from the jabs in kickbacks and stuff, and they're happy to leave. Certainly there was no reason for Gladys to go. Really, on the evidence that I saw, she was just stupid, hypnotised, caught by the vagina, basically, probably the first time it had been helped along. So just kind of, we are in a stupid world. I'm going to give you the link if you want to spend some time watching the evidence, but it's quite clear incompetence, corruption and nepotism have come into the New South Wales government, and the people in charge are getting out before they get lynched. Now, they'll be forgotten about, obviously. We won't hear them, but you can see the Supreme Court hearing. The evidence is pretty clear that all they do was say, what's his name? Brad Biohazard has said, here's my expert witnesses I happen to employ. I'm the health minister and I employ the doctor who works at Westmead, and here's the woman who happens to be an expert in geriatrics, not anything else that they've used. So this is damning, and the worst aggressors have been in New South Wales have been, basically it's been New South Wales followed by Daniel Andrews. Daniel Andrews will not resign. He will have to be shot to get out. He will need to be shot to get out. There's, basically he would have to be taken out by force. I'm not recommending it. He will not leave until he gets to be head of the first Chinese state in Australia, and he will be helped. So we're on the way to ruin at the moment, but you all are aware of that already. Anyway, but Gladys going was just the start. ScoMo, he'll have been paid once he goes to. He'll get out. because he turned, and all the politicians that turned and got paid will get out. So corruption on a huge scale. So welcome to the ASX Speed webinar. Here's the disclaimer and warning. And we have short-term bear pause warnings in the News Corp, Orica, Qantas, and Santos and WPL. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting that ScoMo came up with an idea to allow travel in November, just after Gladys resigned? Beautiful sleight of diversion. Isn't it more interesting that Qantas didn't really rally after that news? Question mark. QAN.ASX, Qantas. Daily charts, Colin. Yes, there was some volume. Yes, it had retested the old top. Maybe it does get to $6, but this is not doing that well for a stock that should have just received the best news ever. Full stop, new line. Those that have got the vaccine will probably need to travel a bit to see other countries before they get crook in the next 2 to 5 years. Full stop, new line. So there'll probably be a bit of desperation for that. Full stop, new line. Those who are not vaccinated will not be able to travel, so that will cut out 20% of Qantas's potential revenue. Full stop, new line. Those who do not live in Australia may be suspicious that they may be trapped in Australia. Full stop, new line. When my van was beaten up and the street trashed and a number of cars trashed on Saturday night, the police were called at 12:30 p.m. or a.m. I think it is 12:30 a.m. and they arrived at 10 a.m. Full stop, new line. The chap across the road had his car hurt in the same way as mine. He was Irish. Full stop, new line. He was pretty upset that it had been hurt because he said that he was about to sell the car because he was moving back to Ireland permanently. Full stop, new line. And I said, oh, did you get permission? He said, yes, it took 4 tries. He applied 4 tries to leave Australia. He is an Irish citizen. Full stop, new line. And he applied earlier this year first. Full stop, new line. That means any person coming into Australia is at risk of being stuck here even if they are fully vaccinated and a tourist. Full stop, new line. Yeah, and as Leo pointed out, they'll have 7 days for incoming international travellers, and that will crimp demand exactly. Full stop, new line. So what we would normally expect to happen with this stock is not happening. So if you are long, please have a stop loss at $5.50. Full stop, new line. We have short-term bullhorns warnings in the following stocks: IAG, which I have some of, Newcrest, which has never been much fun, AMC. Let's look at AMC. AMC.ASX, Amcor, daily charts column. I can't say if this is complete. It looks more like an expanding triangle here. So you could look up towards as high as $16.43 on this rally, but generally $16.31 before it dips down to $15.56, which would be a better target area. Full stop, new line. Leo is saying, personally, I won't bother to international travel for a year or so, as I don't want to bother with all the new testing, screening requirements, risk of being in a hotspot overseas and then quarantining back in Oz. Yeah, you're better off staying in your own state, in my opinion. Who wants to deal with all the bullshit that the petty, the violent police, now that particularly in Victoria, how the police have been so blooded with their violence. And if you don't think that's happening, then you're probably watching the Australian Brainwashing Corporation or the Australian Bullshit Corporation. The amount of propaganda those people have been pumping out is amazing. Watch the ads for the bloody vaccine. Lying pieces of shit. Okay, so this week's stocks to watch include Boart, Boart Longyear. Isn't that beautiful? We have to have a look at that, don't we? Boart Longyear and Zuleika Gold that we haven't seen before. So let's have a look at those ones. BLY.ASX, Boart Longyear. Monthly charts, Colin. We see that despite all the recapitalizations that they've tried, the stock consolidations, it's still a bad share. A break above $8 is probably the best sign of life for this. Full stop, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. Does anyone know what the financials of this are? Do they make any money? On the weekly charts, we can see that it got smacked down and somebody has been buying it. So maybe a break above $3.70 is a reason to buy, looking for $4.73 with a stop loss below $3.07. If you like this, buy a break above $3.70 with a stop loss below $3, targeting $4.76 or $4.73, full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. If you like this, buy a break above $3.26 with a stop loss below $2.91, seeking $3.73, full stop, new line. zag.asx. Zuleika Gold. Daily charts. Daily charts, Colin. On the daily charts, we can see that this is fly specs, but it's probably a good bet that it will pick up in volume should it get above 2.9 cents or 2.8 cents. You could then look for a spike, rally up towards 3.6 cents. Your stop loss could be at 2.2 cents, new line. Monthly charts, Colin. Why is the Australian government has not invested into a cure for COVID? Well, actually, there is, and it's called ivermectin. And if you look at, there's a World Health Organization has actually gone around in India and given out packets of ivermectin and vitamin C and a couple of other things, and the ivermectin, of course, is a World Health Organization essential drug. It's on the list of essential drugs, and I put that up for people recently. And the CDC says that vaccines can't prevent transmission, which is good. We know that. Where are we? I've got the story here. They kept it under a blackout for about, here we go, J&J Health, J&J vaccine related to a couple more serious health conditions the European regulator found. There's not a lot of reason to take this vaccine, in my opinion. I can't understand why people would do that. Just use ivermectin and pick up the do what the Indians have been doing, and you'll notice the cases of India have fallen through the floor. So we've been lied to, we've been stolen from. As taxpayers, the governments have paid for all these vaccines, which are useful for older people but not for younger people. Let's look at India. Oh, they're all dying like crazy there. They're all dying like crazy, aren't they? Watch this. These are the deaths. 449, 1% of deaths. Look at this. Cases have been going up a bit still. Daily new cases, it peaked in April. Active cases peaked in May. Now they've dropped the weight. Currently infected 277,000. Total deaths 448,000 out of a population of 1.4 billion people. 333 million Indians have recovered from COVID. Recovered. 80,000 Australians have recovered from COVID. The only time they talk about deaths is when people die with comorbidities. Notice here they have newly infected versus newly recovered. Outcome of cases. This is it down here. 1.34%. 1.34% of people died, and that's including this big spike here, which was very high in 2020 when they first got hit. It's all a big lie. People were going to die who died. Anyway, look up India and the World Health Organization. I'll try and find that later. And all the Indians that had COVID. Yeah, most people don't notice getting COVID. So anyway, there was no need for anybody to get vaccinated who wasn't old or with existing comorbidities. But try total does that to some people? No. Okay, so that's it. This is the wedgies. And the long-term repercussions for not fighting the flu by your own self could be dangerous, as you're finding out from women who've got lumps in their breasts and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I'll get back onto Zilliqa Gold before I go on to the other ones. So this is Zilliqa and on the monthly charts. The monthly charts show that this went for a fantastic run and got belted. It's now back to where it's cheap. So as a long-term buy, you can have a stop loss at 2 cents. You can hope for 3.1 cents and dream of 4 cents to 4.6 cents, full stop, new line. Now for the wedgies, we have BBOZ. We'll have a look at that. A strong bear. BBOZ.ASX. Monthly charts, Colin. The Australian stock market rallied into the close of the week, and we noticed that BBOZ has really done no pullback, full stop, new line. At the moment, if it rallies, look for $5.86 and $7.97 and $6, full stop, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. On the weekly charts, we see a break above $4.93, needs a stop loss at $4.26, and we would be looking for $5.56 on the top side, full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. On the daily charts, buy a break above $4.70, targeting $4.75 with a stop loss below $4.49, full stop, new line. If you wish to buy dips, you can buy dips down to $4.50, full stop, new line. Your stop loss would be below $4.40, full stop, new line. I took profit on some of the bear that I had on Friday, well actually all of the bear that I had on Friday, and I would want to buy back in. I think probably the best is around about that $4.50 area for BBOZ.ASX. I'm going to be putting an order in BBOZ. Hopefully we can get something when people get excited this morning. Okay, XAO.ASX, All Ordinaries Index. I did think something was dubious about Friday, and I think something is dubious about today. So we might start off strong and end up weak today, full stop, new line. This is probably some sort of churning pattern that eventually sees us down towards 71.57, full stop, new line. XJO.ASX, ASX 200, new line. We can see that it's done a 38.2% retracement of the prior range, and it's churned, and the ultimate target should be 69.20 unless it breaks above 74.50, new line. XFJ.ASX, Financials Index, new line. The financials are the problem. They still have their eyes set on 64.74 on the downside. Below 64.50, look for 63.46, full stop, new line. The big two indexes are trending down at the moment. The financials are making their mind up, full stop, new line. ANZ.ASX, new line. Weekly charts column. This has been thoroughly confusing, and we could say that it probably goes below $25 if it breaks down below $26.80. Full stop, new line. If it can get above $28.35, then it's good. Full stop, new line. It should go towards about $29.50, new line. Yeah, Charles, I talked about that. They already have probably been paid their checks from getting all of Australia vaccinated, or at least New South Wales vaccinated. They've already done their jobs for the Klaus Schwab family, and they don't need to be hanging around. They don't want to cop the shit fight, and also what was revealed in the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I did talk about this, that Barilaro's gone. I thought ScoMo would go but after Gladys, but definitely the corruption is being exposed. Gladys's investigation by ICAC, if she was truly not guilty, she could have stepped aside for a while and come back, not thrown not pulled the pin on the hand grenade and put it to her stomach. She's obviously going to end up a very rich woman from what she's done, and Barilaro will also be a very wealthy person. Daily charts, Colin. If you looked at the Supreme Court of evidence, it was clear that what's her name, Kay McFarland, she's been given grants. She's never looked after a COVID patient ever, and she's saying don't take ivermectin. It's all fucking lies. Disgusting. Then we find out India, the World Health Organization is giving ivermectin to Indians who's seen their death rate crash, their case rate crash. They have 33 million people recovered and only 445,000 people that they have said had COVID when they died. Probably of other reasons. Definitely of other reasons. It's all just lies. On the daily charts, a breakdown below $27.21 looks down towards $26.74. At the moment, I think it probably rally back up to $27.80 before rotating back down, full stop, new line. It's having its kiss and cuddle time before it goes and maybe retests $26.74, full stop, new line. CBA.ASX, Commonwealth Bank, new line. Just 1 second. The BBOZ, I didn't make it a PHG trade. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. We can see the market's up 48, so my order at 50 in BBOZ probably has not been filled. I would imagine, given that it's a market maker. Yeah, it's not been filled, bastards. Just let me see, manage orders. Yeah, I better get it while it's here. Confirmations. Yep. Oh, I got filled 50. Okay. Look at that. I got 6666. That's very funny. 666, the number of Bill Gates. Okay. So, yeah, if you want to go long BBOZ, you know that I've gone long, so I can't give you an order to take it. but we'll see where it goes. It did get filled on the open. Okay. I don't like trading these particularly because it's a shit result usually. BBO's hand. Bear is also about the same as it opened up at. Yeah, some got filled. Okay. CBA.ASX new line. Weekly charts, Colin. Again, we see a rally that went to really nearly to the right place before going down. Full stop, new line. We are looking for $96.60 to $98.49 in the easiest way, full stop, new line. In the hard way for CBA shareholders, look down towards $91.31 and $87.80 if it breaks again below $99.50, full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. We can see increasing volume as price effectively has been falling. So CBA is on the shit list. Look for $98.49 or $95.91, new line. NAB.ASX, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. This is still looking for retest of the support down around $26.70 to 79 cents, full stop, new line. Anything below $26.50 sets up for a visit to $25 and possibly just above $24, new line. Daily charts, Colin. WBC.ASX, Westpac, Daily charts, Colin. This is doing some sort of Mexican jumping bean impersonation. Could go down to $26.50, could go up to $28, I don't know, full stop, new line. Monthly charts, Colin. Westpac is in some sort of confused pattern. It looks now more like a flag, which should point down towards $23.17, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. On the weekly charts, a breakdown below $24.90 looks for $22.87. A break up above $26.19 needs a stop loss at $24.90, full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. That's exactly what should happen, Charles. I thought CBA had already paid its dividend, so yeah, it's the normal shuffle. On the daily charts, we can see that Mexican jumping bean scenario is still happening for Westpac as it is in NAB. We can see it's on the bear side at the moment and probably gets more bearish below $25, looking for around about $24.20 as a retest, full stop, new line. XMJ.ASX Materials Index, new line. This is still trending down. Things change above 15,400 at the moment. It's still weak, full stop, new line. We have seen the price of iron ore stabilise and rally a little bit, full stop, new line. We also see that BHP.US fell down a little bit on weak volume and rallied on weak volume, so it's a confused trading pattern on right now, full stop, new line. BHP.ASX, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. A rally back up to $39.47, needs a stop loss at $36, full stop, new line. If you are buying it, that is, full stop, new line. At the moment, it's trending down, full stop, new line. So rallies towards $39.46 should be sold into, full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. Daily charts, we saw a light volume rally for one day and we see a light volume decline for another day, so we think confusion. $38.16 is where it could rally up to, or $38.58 with the general market. Right now BHP is trading up a little bit, so we expect maybe it to squeeze up during the course of the day. Full stop, new line. Rio.asx, new line. Daily charts, Colin. We can see that it's gone 1-to-1, so it probably will drop. If you are long, have a stop loss at $95.63. Full stop, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. If it can get above $104, then it's looking good for $110. Full stop, new line. At the moment, it is trending down, so if you are long, have a stop loss below $92. Full stop, new line. XEJ.ASX, Energies Index, new line. On the Energies Index, a break down below 84.34 looks down towards $81.20. Full stop, new line. Pick an energy stock. Did we have anything on any of the wedgies or anything? Santos. Oh, Sandfire Resources also coming up. STO.ASX, Santos. Monthly charts, Colin. I'm surprised that this hasn't rallied much, but I guess it's taking over something or merging or something, so it's a bit confusing. Longer term, have a stop loss below $5.97. If you wish to buy it, buy a break above last month's high at $7.20, targeting $7.84. Full stop, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. On the weekly charts, look for a pullback down to $6.52 with a stop loss below $6.42, targeting $7.63 new line. Daily charts, Colin. On the daily charts, look for a pullback down to $6.69 if it wants to do this some more. Maybe pick it up there with a stop loss below $6.50. Notice it did a nice 61.8% retracement previously, full stop, new line. So we're looking for a fourth wave to complete before moving higher, new line. And you can try down at $6.73 and $6.58 also, with the stop loss below $6.40, full stop, new line. AGL.ASX, new line. AGL.ASX, new line. Daily charts, Colin, we can still see the one-to-one is in place. It's not, it could be a bigger scale, I'd prefer it. If it gets above $6.20, look for $7. If you are long, have a stop loss at $5.64, full stop, new line. Certainly the rally is not good enough, new line. XGD.ASX, gold index. Buy a break above 6,010, looking for 61.55. Have a stop loss at 57.32, full stop, new line. EVN.ASX, evolution, new line. Monthly charts, Colin. having a bit of a bounce which could pull it up towards $4.09 on its journey down to $2.62. Full stop, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. On the weekly charts we can see that it's bounced and broken a new high, and probably if it can get above $3.70, looks for $3.75 and $3.92. If buying, you can have a stop loss below $3.35, full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. Daily charts, Colin. On the daily charts, watch it drop down to $3.52 to $3.42 for a buy with the stop loss below $3.34. Hoping for $3.75 and $3.96, full stop, new line. MGV.ASX, a Musgrave, new line. Monthly charts, Colin. This has come down into the right support. Stop loss can be below 25 cents. You can look up towards 38 cents, full stop, new line. Let's buy dips down to 29 cents with a stop loss below 25 cents for a new PHG trade, new line. Weekly charts, Colin. On the weekly charts, looking up towards 33 cents to 32 cents. And again, that 29 cents comes in as an important area. If it breaks 25 cents, look for 23 cents. Full stop, new line. Daily charts, Colin. On the daily charts, we can see it's had a nice time. You might need to put some buy at 30 cents rather than 29 cents if you're interested in getting this, and you could wait for 28 cents if you liked and have a stop loss below 25 cents short term. Full stop, new line. Something's really going wrong with my computer. I don't know what it is, what it's doing, weird stuff. It's just slowed down incredibly. Could also be my brain. I'm really having trouble doing the transcript, so I'm really thinking of ditching it because you're already seeing it in another way. From what I saw today, the transcripts are quite good as I went back through the cryptocurrencies ones. So I think, I don't know. I'd like to go back. I really love to go back to the old days where Profit Owner Group membership was just with no transcripts. Really, really bothering me. This thing. You're already getting it. Feedback. People seem to say that it's okay. So we're going to go buy. We'll do 1/3 29 cents. 1/3 30 cents. 1/3 28 cents. Stop below 25 cents. Target 33 cents, 38 cents, 45 cents. Potential. SLR.ASX, Silver Lake. Daily charts, Colin. This is doing well, looking for $1.50 on the top side, having a stop loss at $1.33. Makes sense. Full stop, new line. SVL.ASX. Daily charts. Buy a break above 20 cents, targeting 22 cents and 24 cents with a stop loss below 18 cents. New line. This is still not the pick of the bunch. Full stop, new line. XHJ.AS6, healthcare index. From the chart, this is rolling down the hill, but it doesn't look right to me. Anyway, the data. So looking at this, it's forming up a little triangle before it breaks, probably lower. Yes, it's done a 38.2% retracement, but it's completely in the wrong place after an extension like that. So break down below 44,000, looks for 41,457, full stop, new line. It looks like the game of lies that we have heard for the past 20 months is unravelling, and the healthcare index is one that will get slapped. Now, I'm pretty sure that your health care will not work and your insurance does not work if you have deliberately taken a vaccine that you have been warned has all of these repercussions. When you look at the big sheet of paper when you get vaccinated, you'll see a whole lot of repercussions, and you are not protected because you cannot sue the government, you cannot sue the vaccine maker because the government's indemnified them. So I guess when it's going to be a little bit of a balance. I mean, the healthcare providers are probably going to say, no, you were an idiot, you got vaccinated, you shouldn't have done that because your long-term effects will be quite high. In terms of negative outcomes for your health. So maybe this is what's going on here, but certainly some sort of the scam is up. Full stop, new line. Pick a healthcare stock. Global minimum volatility. Look at all these Vanguard things. SAAG, being a healthcare stock. Where's one? Have I deleted something I shouldn't have? Fucking computer. Looks like I've wiped out stocks to watch. This computer's just not doing any. Okay, let's love to know what's going on with this. Okay. What would be a healthcare fund? Let's look at MPL.ASX, Medibank Private. This has gone, daily charts, Colin, this has gone and went ex-dividend, full stop, new line. For some reason, they are giving back premiums to members that have been paid rather than keeping it for shareholders, but the price hasn't gone down. I'm puzzled. This would normally seem to be some sort of fourth wave, which should push towards maybe $3.70 with a stop loss at $3.50 if it breaks up above $3.58, full stop, new line. I own some of these by virtue of the fact that it's a long-term investment in mine, full stop, new line. Weekly charts, colon. People are not claiming or going to the doctor for breast cancer or other cancer, so people will probably die a lot quicker, which will save the health funds a fair bit of money. Maybe that's the logic. Full stop, new line. Weekly charts, colon. As we can see, looks like a fourth wave. Should it take out $3.70, look for probably about $4, full stop, new line. Have a stop loss below $3.40 if long, full stop, new line. XPJ.ASX, property index, new line. Property index looks for 1610 on the upside if it can survive, and on the downside look for 1545, new line. MGR.ASX, Mirvac. This is on short-term bull horns warnings, I think. I'm sorry, I'm not going to transcribe it. This is just ridiculous. Get away from me, dragon. Okay, so it's not going to be transcribed. It's just, I got my computer on max capacity at the moment and it's just not working. Please look at the GoToWebinar transcript. Fucking ridiculous computer. MGR.ASX, Mervac. We can see this heading up already. Let's buy some. And we'll buy some at $2.96. Actually trading at $2.97 now, so we'll buy that. UPHG trade. Stop will be below here. There's an Panda Baby there at $2.91. $2.91, and target will be $2.99, $3.06. It's not the best trader, but let's have a go. Entered. Entered. I forgot I'm not using the transcript now. Can't use that to type it on here. Negative events. The MGs have it. Let's have a look at Mervac. Oh, wow. It's big, a big boom in the big lot of buying today. Musgrave. Just hanging around. It's still got that other one going. So. Moving right along, let's look at the investment, what's the name? What's it called? Infotech. Much better without the transcript. Information technologies looking up towards 2310, down to 2188 at the moment. Let's look for 2310. If you're buying something, that's good. Let's look at we had a stock here which was let's look at Zipco, Z1P.ASX. This has regained $7. It's done a 61.8. If you like to buy it, you could shoot for $7.22. Have a stop loss at $6.96. XTJ.ASX, Telecoms Index. A break down below 1521 looks for 1491. A break up above 1559 looks for 1580. Pick a telecom stock. Let's do TPG. That was looking good for a while, wasn't it? Probably looking 1601 for the telecoms index now that it hasn't fallen. XJO's up 100. TPG, we're looking for up towards $8.23. Stop loss should be $6.50 on the monthly charts. On the weekly charts, look for $7.83, have a stop loss at $6.81. On the daily charts, have a stop loss at $6.94 and look for a pullback down to $6.78, full stop new line. XSO.ASX, Small Ordinaries Index. Small Ordinaries Index is just a mess. Could get back up to 35.12. See how it goes today. Remember, public holidays in New South Wales and other states tend to be a bit more quiet, and we tend to get rallies. So we get some stupid moves today. So I think you'll find. Pick a small mid-cap stocks questions. Let's go and see if we can find something in the little dilly bit bag that we had. TCL, I'm going to do a big cap stock. MTC, says Cindy. Okay, I'll do that one, and then I'll do a big cap. I want to do TCL because that's obviously where the next layer of corruption can be found. MTC.ASX, Metals Tech. This has gone berserk. I never got filled on my buy lower. At least I've got, I think, a third of the position that I got on down here at 20 cents. Well, sorry, around the 23 cents area. Still rocking and rolling, really, isn't it? Stop loss should move up to 62 cents. Cash banking at 75 cents for a bit, I think. Weekly charts. Standing up and being counted. Look to buy down to 64 cents if you want to get a hold of it. Stop loss again below 62 cents on Metals Tech. 80 cents, 84 cents next big target areas. Doesn't want to stop, does it? I wanted to have a look at Musgrave. Again, MGV. Did I go back to that? Sorry, I'm confused after all the punishment I've been getting. No, I won't be doing PDN. Musgrave. Yeah, it's not getting fed. Oh, we'll do PDN. There's actually a stock called 92E, which is we promised we'd have a look at. This has just discovered some uranium. Big discovery. I guess there's and it's in Canada but listed on the ASX. So this is one to watch. It's down today about 5%. So this news probably looking to buy down towards that 56 cents area. Well, let's look at PDN. PDN's getting a bit of a dust up, probably comes back down to 60 cents. Now I wanted to look at TCL Transurban. Now Dan, of course, loves Transurban because it pays him well. Look up to 14.70 if it can do something. Stop loss should be at $13.45. Their revenue must be down the dunny because most people in Sydney are not allowed to travel outside their local government area. That would have been hurting them for a long time. So TCL, if you buy the break up above $14.40, have a stop loss below $13.46. If it breaks down below $13.46, sell it with a stop loss above $14.40, looking for $11.50. I think that does it for me. I've had enough with my slow moving computer. And we're going to look at AMP, break above $1.04. If that happens, then we're ready to buy it. I'm still not really keen to have lots of orders on, but it's good to see things moving. Yeah, we're long. It hasn't broken $1.04, but we'll take it as being in. 4th of the 10th, 21. Stop moves to $98. CBA, we're sell. Stop is at $103.58. Maybe CBA has rallied just to annoy me. Yep. Stopped out, exclamation mark. De Grey, looking to buy a break above $1.10. Not happening, Jan. Still wait. MGR, we're long. MGV, we want to buy a dip. Now I'm thinking about this break in MGV. Actually thinking that we need to buy a break if it breaks up, which it seems to be pretty keen to do. Probably a break above 34 cents. The overall market seems to have gotten excited first thing, and now it's getting a bit of regret, pulling back a bit. So News Corp, we don't buy that anymore. Buy break above $12.64. Suncorp, Telstra. We increased. Let's drop our self-managed super funds by 1% now, down to 33%. I advise you to do it now rather than later because it's up here now. And did I put up the BBOZ? No, that was one I took. Did I take it or did I make it a PHG trade? I can't remember, sorry. This thing's annoyed me too much. Buy. entered. Okay, so that ends the, I better clean this up. Thanks everybody, have a great Monday. Forecast tonight allegedly. I'll have to get things fixed up. My programmer has not been doing the things that I'd hoped. Cheers everybody, bye.